Now at 6, a multi-million-dollar solar farm project could make a major impact in southeast Kansas. Plus, Newton County authorities charge a Joplin man in connection to this week's shooting incident. And some Kansas voters expressed concerns over possible redistricting plans.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Crawford County commissioners could hold the key to a $500 million solar farm project near Mulberry. This comes after the Mulberry City Council approves a request to annex more than 1,600 acres into the city. This is KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. It would be what's called an island annexation, located about 6 miles southwest of Mulberry, just east of US 69. The Mulberry City Clerk tells us the property owners are already leasing the land to Shasta Power. The company plans to invest about $500 million into the solar farm project, including $200 million in storage batteries. Melissa Rhodes represents the handful of landowners involved. Some say it could be a win for Mulberry if the annexation is approved. Rhodes says they could see tax revenue from Shasta starting as early as January 1st. Rhodes says by state law, the county commissioners have only 3 questions to consider when the item is on their agenda. Have the landowners asked to be annexed? Have they consented? And will annexation impede future development for that area? According to the Mulberry City Clerk, once the county receives the proposal, the county commission has 30 days to act. The city hopes to mail that proposal by the end of the week. A big question for a lot of folks is the weather going to hold for the Maple Leaf Festival Parade on Saturday? Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, it's been dry all week long, but we do have chances to get some thunderstorms in here as we get into Friday night and also Saturday morning. So let's walk through the next couple days. We get some mid and upper level clouds as we go into Thursday, but low to mid 80s once again. A lot of clouds by Friday morning. We can't rule out a random shower throughout the day, but it's really Friday evening. Showers, thunderstorms get going along that I-35 corridor driving east. Some of these storms could be strong to low-grade severe. When I say that, we're talking winds 50, 55, maybe some gusty winds and quarter-size hail. But these storms sticking around into Saturday morning, so the timing here is crucial, especially with Maple Leaf. And, of course, we're going to break this down a little bit more for you in detail here in just a bit.
See you soon. Authorities have officially charged this man, Montana Lansaw of Joplin, in connection with a gunfire incident this week. Happened around 9:30 Monday night at the Hillside Estates in Newton County. Officers responded to reports of gunshots at that location. They discovered there had been a disturbance between multiple people at one of the homes. According to the report, Lansaw drew a handgun and fired several shots toward other people. They say he then ran to another home but surrendered 2 hours later to authorities. No one was injured. Lansaw is now facing multiple charges, including felony unlawful use of a weapon. Battle lines are being drawn ahead of the 2026 midterms. While redistricting a state's congressional map is typically done during a census year, some states, like Missouri, have passed new maps that some say favor one political party over another. As Chandler Watkins reports, Kansas might become the next state in that battle.
I don't think this redistricting is fair. We are not in a census year. They just did it in 2022. They're not doing it to help voters or citizens of Kansas. They're doing it to accrue more power for themselves, and I'm totally against that.
When asked about redrawing the map, Kansas Senate President Ty Masterson said in part, quote, "Our aim is to simply strengthen Kansas's Republican representation in Congress to back President Trump's agenda." The concern for those tonight was Republicans were looking to redraw a blue Johnson County.
I want them to know that we are not for this and that we want to keep the district the way it is now.
It's very disappointing. I feel like our government works best when it's fair and when people are electing their representatives, not when representatives are choosing their people.
There were several organizations set up at this event, like the Voters' Rights Network of Wyandotte County, where attendees could sign up and stay informed with not only what's happening at the state level, but what's happening in their communities. Mary Von Beekler, who attended, leads a group of those looking to get involved and encourages others to do the same.
If you can become aware and pass it on to your neighbor and help them, there are also people who want to help but they don't know what to do. And so if you can be advised and then take it to somebody else, that's the best thing.
Democratic Governor Laura Kelly opposed Republican-led efforts to redraw the state's congressional map in both 2022 and this year. She calls the attempts politically motivated. Some Carthage Junior High students serve up a tasty cultural event. We're going to take you to Hispanic Food Day.
As part of Food for America Day, Carl Junction third graders get a hands-on lesson in agriculture. I'm Kenny Foreman, and I'll give you an inside look coming up.
An organization known for its agricultural skills looks to plant the seeds for the next generation of farmers. As KOIM's Kenny Foreman shows us, Carl Junction's FFA sets the table on Food for America Day for some young students.
Carl Junction FFA President Miles Massey will tell you sometimes the classroom just isn't enough.
You'll get facts, you'll get numbers, you'll get everything but a hands-on experience. A hands-on experience will allow you to actually see into the agricultural industry and how it actually affects everything.
That's why he and his fellow program members decided to give a group of third graders a taste of what the real world is like in agriculture.
I think it's important to educate third graders on how their food goes, how it becomes what it does, how farmers get it from their farm to them as students, and also just to open up the opportunity of there are jobs in the agricultural world.
Of course, at one point, the high schoolers themselves were in the third graders' shoes. Having that perspective allows them to better connect with the younger students in hopes of inspiring them to want to learn more about agriculture as they get older.
This is one of the main things that sparked my love for agriculture today. So if they look to me as a role model, let's say, I feel like one of these kids will be in my position whenever they hit high school.
It's a unique experience that can stick with the kids for life.
This aspect of teaching agriculture to the students brings something that no other program does. It brings us together, it gives them connections, it gives them opportunities. Like with our school farm, they have opportunities to have animals that they could never have in town.
In Carl Junction, Kenny Foreman, KOAM News.
The event featured several stations across the student farm and included experiences with some of the animals on the farm, as well as lessons in planting and gardening. Students at Carthage Junior High School wrapped up Hispanic Heritage Month with a celebration of food and culture. Senor Brooks Exploratory Spanish classes hosted their annual Hispanic Food Day, where students brought in homemade Latin dishes, sampled new flavors, and learned about the countries behind each recipe. It was a hands-on way to explore diversity and appreciation beyond the classroom.
I think it's really cool that people get to try Mexican food and they really get to experience how food is so important to the Mexican culture. And I think it's just there's so much food that's so good and everyone's just gonna get to try it today.
For some, it was a taste of something brand new and a lesson that learning can be delicious. A little later, Wyandotte kicks off a red-hot start to the season. Ryan's going to show us the Bears' winning formula that's years in the making.
Plus, it looks like some thunderstorm chances. We're going to look at that. Well, it definitely turned out to be another warm one for us today. We're going to stay warm over the next couple days, but we are going to start to see some changes getting in here as we go through, especially into the weekend, with chances for thunderstorms and also a big cool down, which I know most of you want. We've been mainly mid-80s past couple weeks. Average highs near 70. So, I mean, we've been well above that mark. Clear skies. We're going to stick with the clear skies as we go through tonight. We'll drop back low to mid 60s once again to kick off your Thursday. Light southerly wind. Let me take you through Thursday. Near 80 by noon. I think most of us will get some mid and upper level clouds, but about 83 on Thursday afternoon. Very similar to what we have seen today. All right, Friday morning, mid and upper level clouds. A lot cloudier day on Friday. We can't rule out a random shower kind of squeaks through as we go through the daytime hours. Now we're getting into high school football time. Again, high temps right around 84. I think we should squeeze in most of these games, but mid to late evening, thunderstorms start to develop along that I-35 corridor and then start to push in. So here's about midnight. Some of these storms could be strong to low grade severe. I think most of them will behave, but if we get anything strong to low grade severe, we're talking about winds gusting 50, 55, maybe quarter size hail. A batch of thunderstorms drive through. This is now 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Exact timing, we'll really be able to figure that out as we go through the next day or so. But here's Saturday morning. So, of course, we have Maple Leaf, and we're trying to get these storms out of here. As of right now, scattered thunderstorms through the morning and then pushing east. But some of these storms, as we get into Saturday afternoon, could be strong to severe, mainly just southeast of the region. But check this out, upper 40s by Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, 70, 71 degrees for afternoon highs, which is great. As we go into Monday, southerly winds return, which means near 80 once again. Then Tuesday, we'll get a chance to possibly get some scattered thunderstorms in here once again. Day planner, tomorrow 60 to start, 78 by noon, high temp 83. Let's jump into your 4-state Friday night high school football. I do think the storms will hold off for most of the games, but we'll start upper 70s, backing down to about 72 by the time we get to the fourth quarter. 80 on Saturday, 71 on Sunday. Of course, we're going to have those pop-up storms as we go through Saturday morning. Looks great, great shot. Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex, pretty much clear skies through the evening, 70s into the 60s. It's still warm, right? 6:17. It's going to be dark here in 45 minutes, and it's still sitting nearly 80 degrees, which is crazy. 83 tomorrow, 84 on Friday, 80 on Saturday. Of course, we're going to get more and more information about these storms Saturday morning as we get a little closer. And then only 71 on Sunday, and a nice stretch of 70s next week.
That'll be welcome, won't it? A high of 71 sounds really nice.
Yeah, and that's our average high.
Yeah. Welcome to average. Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, the Chiefs are coming off their big win Sunday night, but a late curveball prior to that game left one offensive lineman the opportunity to step up. We're going to have that story next. And the Wyandotte Bears are off to a strong start this season, continuing to build off their recent success. That story ahead in sports.
The Wyandotte Bears are off to an undefeated start through 6 games this season, but this success has been years in the making with an experienced team and head coach that has bought in to creating a winning program. The last 3 years have been about development for Wyandotte Bears football. After hiring Doug Buckmaster, a coach that has spent years in the 4 states area, the Bears have created a winning culture.
Coach Buck came into this program, we weren't as good. We were a 1-2-8 team. He came into this program, took it 10 toes forward, and he's done a lot for us. He helped us grow as a team and get us better to where we are today.
3 years ago, we were pretty much starting from scratch, playing with a lot of young kids. Fortunately, the first year we did win 9 football games, which helped a bunch as far as culture and program and so forth.
A part of that growth as a program came in 2024 as Wyandotte made the leap from Class A to 2A, having immediate success with 7 wins.
It was great that we were able to compete at the 2A level. It was definitely, there is a difference in 2A and 1A football in Oklahoma. So just proud of our kids last year that we did take that step up and we got better.
Going from a smaller class in a different district, I'd say the district that we're in is probably the toughest district in 2A. There's good teams all around the state, but there's multiple top 10 teams in our district.
This season, the Bears are off to a perfect 6-0 start, and that theme of development is felt throughout the team, with those freshmen and sophomores from a couple of years ago now being the upperclassmen leaders.
Attribute all this to the kids. They're the ones who play. We coach them, and they've got to go play. And, we just seem to be getting better each week, and that's what we kind of hoped for and expected. And and we're just really pleased with their competitiveness, and they're willing to get better each week.
Our offense is pretty dangerous. I mean, we got kids like Mason Brown, Tatum Threet, Dawson White, Tayson Threet. We have a lot of assets on our team. We can throw the deep ball. We have a short game. We can run the ball. We can do anything you need us to.
Wyandotte football's evolution isn't just at the varsity level. Since Buckmaster, a Quapaw native, made his return to the Northeast Oklahoma area, the growth has come from the top down, reaching the youth football level.
It's been exciting moving along in this process this quickly. They look forward to playing JV football games on Monday nights, and again, that's something that we did not have here, and so that has been a vast improvement with our entire football team.
Even down at the youth level, I mean, there's a lot of kids, there's a lot of good athletes. I mean, if you ever go watch those kids on Saturdays, they play really well for how little they are. And even up at the high school level, the development, I mean, in the last 3 years has been incredible.
The Bears return to the gridiron on Thursday, hitting the road to battle Salina with the sights set on becoming 7-0. Kansas City Chiefs are riding high after the big win on Sunday Night Football and the return of Rashee Rice coming this week. In Casey's victory over the Detroit Lions, one piece of the offensive line stepped up when the team needed him most. Prior to kickoff, the Chiefs lost standout starting left tackle Josh Simmons, who is back home in California attending to a personal family matter. This left free agent signee Jalen Moore to start in place of Simmons, and Moore answered the call, allowing only 3 pressures against All-Pro edge rusher Aiden Hutchinson, despite spending the night in the hospital as he and his wife welcomed their 3rd child to the world.
Just had a baby too, which is a great thing. So last night or early this morning, however you want to put it, but he stepped in. Josh was gone for personal reasons, so for him to step in was a nice thing, and I thought he did a nice job. And tribute to Andy for rolling those guys during the week and getting that part done.
I have all the faith in the world in Jalen. I mean, he came here to do what he did today. I mean, go out there and go up against one of the premier pass rushers in the league and handle his own. And so that speaks to his professionalism, getting better and better through work throughout the week and being prepared to play at any moment. And he went out there and showcased the type of player that he is.
What a day for him, having another child, a great gift for him, and then not even knowing it, getting to the game, getting to the locker room and learning that he's starting, and he balled out. What a game from him. What a day.
And he could not have had much sleep that night or probably this week. He has a new baby now.
He probably used Monday to get that sleep. I know the team had Monday off.
That's a good point. We'll be right back. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 tonight. If you hear sirens in Nevada, don't be surprised. We're going to have details on the new tornado sirens. They're going to be getting some testing. Plus, future Frontenac grads head out to Old Yale Farms for a project graduation celebration. And families in Columbus come together for reading night under the lights. Those stories, a lot more, of course. It's all coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We are officially halfway, roughly, through October, and it does not feel like October still.
No, it has felt like kind of like early September for the past couple weeks, and will continue over the next couple days. 83 tomorrow, 84 Friday. But thunderstorms, some of these guys could be a little on the beefy side Friday night into Saturday morning.
Beefy thunderstorms, possibly, in the forecast. Final sports note.
Royals and Chiefs get some acknowledgement today. 3 Royals nominated as finalists for Gold Gloves, and Patrick Mahomes winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week for the 2nd time in the last 3 games.
He had 4 touchdowns, 3 through the air and 1 on the ground.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us. We're going to see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.